Hi there! As a TA, you will probably use the whiteboard in your classroom to support your instruction. In this video, you will learn 5 golden rules to use the whiteboard effectively. Are you ready? First, make use of color to let important things pop out. But, of course, be careful when using too many colors mixed together, without specifying the purpose of each color. Don't use lighter colors for longer parts of text. You can use colors like red or green to underline, point out, or illustrate different steps, formulas, or theories. Use readable colors like blue and black for longer parts of text. When you use colors in an effective way, it helps your students to distinguish between the different parts and gives them an overview of what is explained. Second, mind your body language and the way you stand. Avoid standing with the back to your students when writing. In that way, you will easily lose the attention of your students. That's not what you want, right? So keep an open posture. When writing on the whiteboard, it is important to stand beside the board and not in front of it, so that everyone can see and read what has been written on the whiteboard. Also, when you stand straight and confidently, you will be able to grab and maintain the students' attention throughout your instruction. Third, make sure that students can also read what you're writing on the whiteboard. From your point of view, it seemed that you wrote clear, large, and slow enough, but that isn't necessarily the case for all of your students. So when using the whiteboard, ask yourself how it looks from their point of view. You can also check this frequently with your students. Try to make it as readable as possible by writing not too fast and large enough for everyone to see, including the students in the back of the class. Fourth, the layout of the whiteboard is very important. So think about this before you start writing. Otherwise, you will end up with a messy whiteboard which only makes your instruction even more complicated. Before you start with your instruction, make a plan for your whiteboard structure. Divide the whiteboard into different sections and use each section for a specific part of the instruction. This helps your students to keep an overview of the material that is being discussed. Also, try to make use of the whole whiteboard as much as possible and do not wipe out the calculations of a sum when moving on to the next one. This is particularly important and useful when later on you want to make a reference to this same sum. And fifth, providing the students with information and explanation while you are writing on the whiteboard is very helpful in maintaining the students' attention. Keep in mind your stance so that you talk in the direction of your students and not to the whiteboard. Do not mumble or keep completely silent when writing on the whiteboard. When you think out loud about the material that you are explaining, students can follow your thought process. This keeps them engaged and prevents them from having distractive thoughts. Furthermore, when your speech and your instruction on the whiteboard complement and support each other, it is remembered better. You now know the 5 golden rules to make friends with your whiteboard and to use it as an effective tool in your instruction. Good luck!